Sticky noters, man, back in the day, I used to love Assassin's Creed. Honestly, my man Ezio, Desmond, they were my homies during my PS3 era, right? But as you continue to grow up, things just kind of fall off. But they are still pumping out games. In fact, one of them just got canceled. Let's figure out why. Alright, boom. Ubisoft canceled an Assassin's Creed game set in the post-Civil War era. Featured a black assassin who was formerly a slave. Okay, players would fight the emergent KKK. Leadership canceled it after concerns with US political climate and Yasuke backlash. Alright, so on the surface, this kind of sounds gas. If you know anything about Assassin's Creed, you're an assassin. Yeah, I know, crazy. Now, look, man, I'm just gonna say something that might not be politically correct, or it might be the craziest thing you've ever heard, but I don't think anyone is really supporting the KKK. It sounds like it's cool, but of course there are some underlining issues with this. So let's check out what the link says. In July of last year, word began to trickle through Ubisoft that an ambitious new installment of the company's top franchise, Assassin's Creed, had been canceled. Okay, I mean, to be honest with you, that's not kind of a shock. You see how Shadows went, right? The new game would have brought the history-spanning series to one of its most modern settings, the American Civil War, and more so, the Reconstruction period that followed in the 1860s and 1870s. Okay, in this Reconstruction era, Assassin's Creed, gamers would play as a black man who had been formerly enslaved in the South and move west to start a new life. Recruited by the series assassins, he would return to the South to fight for justice in a conflict that would, among other things, see him confront the emergence of the Ku Klux Klan. He's seeing the inception of the Ku Klux Klan. Alright, that's according to interviews with 5 current and former Ubisoft employees who spoke to GameFile on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak about the project. I mean, look, yeah, dude, you freaking you coming out, you're speaking against the people. Ubisoft did not respond to a request for comment for this story. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would. The people were enthusiastic about the game, but were also frustrated by its cancellation, which they perceived as Ubisoft bowing to controversy. 3 sources told GameFile that word filtered through the company last July that management in Paris, stop, because it makes sense. Who was in Paris? Had stopped development of the game for 2 reasons. Online backlash that sprang to the reveal of Yasuke, a historically inspired black samurai, as a protagonist in the company's then upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows, and 2, concern that the political climate in the United States was becoming increasingly tense. Too political in a country, too unstable to make it short. One source familiar with the game and its cancellation told GameFile. Game cancellations are not unusual, sources said, but reasons such as those were. This would-be Assassin's Creed game was early. Alright, so honestly, a few things here. I think that, one, you kind of go through the comments and man, some people are actually for it, to be honest with you. I think there are a few things that happened though. So early on, I played most of the Assassin's Creed games. I played Assassin's Creed 1, I played 2, I played Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, and Black Flag is where I stopped. I played a bit of Black Flag, but I didn't finish it. Dude, up until then, I mean, at least to me, that's kind of when Assassin's Creed more so just kind of fell off. I personally feel as if the more memorable Assassin's Creed games were the ones closer to its inception. I think a lot of companies are going through this right now, where companies are more so making video games for the times, right? They're not making video games for their core audience. So you look at a ton of franchises, you look at freaking Call of Duty, Battlefield just dropped, Assassin's Creed, old Assassin's Creed. Those games knew how to please their audience back in the day, right? My favorite Black Ops, look at that right there. My favorite Call of Duty is Black Ops 1. That entire time period, we were getting consistent content that was relevant to the game that we enjoyed the most at the time. I think that some of these things are happening, obviously, because of the times that we're in right now. Now, look, again, I don't think anyone genuinely has an issue. It's like, all right, if it was against the KKK. If you go back, Red Dead Redemption 2 has the KKK KKK in it. And everyone that I know slew him down. Everyone that I know, every clip that I've seen, they aired out the whole place. Aired it out. Aired it freaking out. Not one KKK member left standing. So I don't think it's an issue of, oh, it's the KKK versus, and look, honestly, there are probably some people out there that are supporting the freaking KKK in this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think what's happening is that it's not so much about the KKK or the Black Assassin. It's about the underlining. So if you look at the time that we're living in right now, it's not necessarily, oh, go beat up your local KKK member, because we still have KKK members in freaking America. I think what most people think this is subconsciously saying, oh, I am a person of color. Let me go hurt non-people of color, right? And you might say that is a reach, but if we're being honest, Assassin's Creed would have never made a game like this 10 years ago. They wouldn't have made an Assassin's Creed Shadow 10 years ago. I don't care what anybody says. I genuinely don't care what anyone says. Now, I am not saying we can't have a Black Samurai. For the freaking 4, 5, 6 Black Samurai that there were, knock yourself out. Go crazy. But I think what companies are doing, and I think you saw this a lot with Concord, companies are doing things where it's like, oh, this is gonna get me brownie points. This is gonna get me into the good grace with a certain group of people. These companies do this, then there's backlash, and I think that if these games came from a genuine place, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I think because they don't seem as if they are coming from a genuine place, that's why people trip out. Again, go back to old Assassin's Creed. Nobody cared about anything that was happening with the characters. There was nothing that was out of the norm because we only cared about good stories. I will bet my bottom freaking dollar that we're doing a Black Assassin fighting the KKK because of the time that we're in. I will bet my bottom dollar we did a Black Samurai because of the time that we're in. Again, I'm not saying it's bad, but bro, don't let these companies play y'all, man. For me, at least, that's low-key what it comes down to. Now look, bro, the game can be heat. I'm not saying it can't be heat. I am not saying it can't be good. Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei just came out. Obviously, a lot of controversy surrounding that game. Huge Ghost of Tsushima fan. Loved it. Got it the day it came out. I beat it. You know what I'm saying? Really, really, really cool. Ghost of Yotei. I'm not saying there cannot be a female protagonist. What I am saying is that I think these things are being done because of the times that we are in. That is all that I am saying. And I think that the general audience gets tired of those things happening. People don't want to feel as if things are being pushed on them and pushed on them. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. If this game came out, I probably would have played it. I'm keeping it a stack with you. Listen, man, as somebody who has roots, who has family from the South, some of my family members own slaves.
What?
No, what do you mean? No, we didn't own the slaves. Our family were the slaves. Why did no one tell me this? No one told me. I should know that I'm a Black man. This is news to me. I'm pretty sure I'm Italian. I probably would have played this. I'm not gonna lie to you. This might have been the thing that brought me back to Assassin's Creed. But like I said, I think that people are just so worried that it's like, oh, this isn't necessarily just about a Black man versus the KKK. There is an underlining here, right? Where it's, oh, again, you're a person of color killing or attacking white people, if you would. And I think that's the big thing that a lot of people just aren't rocking with. So now I think that if they did something with no underlining that had a great story behind it, it would gain a lot more support. For those of you who don't know, Daryl Davis, American R&B and blues musician and activist, his efforts to fight racism by engaging members of the Ku Klux Klan, KKK, have convinced dozens of Klansmen to leave and denounce the KKK. He is the subject of the 2016 documentary Accidental Courtesy, Daryl Davis, Race and America. Now look, bro, I've never been into game development, but bro, low key, what if they throw my man Daryl Davis in the game? You guys meet and you're trying to take the KKK down, and I don't freaking know. But I think that could kind of be cool. You got my man in the game, he's like, killing isn't the way, and then you're like, no, we have to kill them, and whatever. And then through some freaking plot twist, you know, you come out on top. I think people want genuine stories. People want genuine games. And I think that's part of the reason that the state of gaming right now is in such shambles. My man Dow Davis was the man. Check this out. Why I, as a black man, attend KKK rallies. I have a New Year's resolution, 2026. You'll see me out there. You'll see me out there. But I think all in all, that's just what it comes down to. If we can get back to a time 10, 15 years ago where we are just creating genuine stories, this could be a genuine story, but what are the chances that it actually is and that there's no underlining? And that's the point that I'm making. I think that if we get back to a time where we really create things for a certain fan base, we know you're a fan of this, we know this is what you want to see, they'll see growth in ways that they haven't even thought of. I feel like the solution is so easy, but it's just not being done. I know Skyrim was a super long time ago, but when games like Skyrim, Elden Ring, Expedition 33, you have all of these games that come out and they're just true to the craft, you will succeed. And I think it seems like companies are scared of that. Who knows though? Maybe we're in the process of going back to how things once were. But hey man, would you play an Assassin's Creed game with me as the lead and us taking down the KKK? Let your boy know in the comment section below. If you want to stay up to date with your boy, get on in the Discord, follow me on X and Twitch. All right, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.